Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Happy New Week. And welcome to this week's Goddess Energy Forecast. And for those of you who are new to me, my name is Abigail Mensah-Bonsu. I am a quantum intuitive coach, a multidimensional healer, and a divine feminine activator. And every week I do this energy forecast to basically educate you, especially for those of you who really want to work with the energy of the week, the energy of the planet, the cosmos, what kind of energy as a whole we're working with and what kind of energy you're going to be working with. These forecasts are great for you to learn how to work with those energies. I make it simple for you. It is my goal that everyone will understand that we are working in an energetic world just as much as we're working in a physical world. And so I am teaching you about the energetics part, the spiritual part of things, so that you realize the amazing team, the amazing work, the amazing energy that you have available for you to use to create your life the best you can create, right? So as always, I'm going to begin by talking about what kind of energy we're swimming in this week, and then we're going to dive into the messages that are coming through for you this week, and then we'll end with a meditation that you can do to keep you aligned and balanced and feeling good all week. So let's go ahead and begin. What kind of energy are we swimming in this week? So as you know, we still have 4 planets in retrograde. We have Venus, Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn, all in retrograde. And then at the end of the week, Mercury is going to be joining in. So this is a very important week in terms of, this is what is coming through. Like the first thing that came in is a lot of you, okay, let's start with the Mercury retrograde energy. Mercury has to do with communication. And we know that retrogrades allow us to go backwards, to tie up loose ends, to let go of things, to reevaluate things, to look at things differently, to redo some stuff. That's kind of like the energy of retrograde. And so this is kind of like what has been coming up. And especially one of the things I've been experiencing is viewing or reviewing the choices that led us to where we are right now. Now, this is coming up in 2 ways, because we know there's some choices that you've taken that actually supported you, that helped you flourish, that helped you thrive, that helped you be happy to live the life that you really want to live. And then there are the other choices that did not serve you, that made you feel not like yourself, that cut you down, that broke you open. And we know now, like where we are right now, we can look back and say, okay, I understand why I had to go through this in order to see things this way. But this week, I'm getting like a lot of people are reviewing things, the choices that they've made in the past and how it has affected them and how it has affected all of us. Because I'm going through that review too. I've noticed that. And this has led us to ask things like, well, if I chose the other path, would my life be different? What would my life look like? What if I decided to go to med school? What would my life look like right now? Who would I still be with my husband right now? Would we have met like at some point? Would I have my child by now? Like what would have happened if you chose a different path? Now, this is coming through so that we can allow ourselves to go there and forgive ourselves. That's the whole point of this. So here's the thing. When you're going through these revisions with Mercury's energy and all the retrogrades going on, so these revisions, having Saturn being like the discipliner, right? We have Pluto really taking us deep into our transformation. We have Jupiter really asking us, in which area of our life do we need to expand even more? In which area of our life are we playing small? which means that we need to expand there. And then we have, Mercury coming in with our voice, with how we're communicating. Whatever choice you chose in the past, whether good or bad, whether restricting or expansive, is what made you who you are right now. Now, this review is coming in so that you can simply forgive yourself and let it go. And the way they showed me these choices is almost like the more you hold on to it, it opens up its own timeline that is still playing in the background and disrupting the timeline that you want to be on, which is the timeline that represents the best of yourself, the best of your life, the best experiences, the best, whatever it is that you want to experience in this lifetime. These little choices that we're still holding on to, they create like these little spikes out, draining energy basically. And so our attention is being brought to all these choices, like what if this, what if that, what if this, what if that? Oh my gosh, why did I do that? All of that. It's like, okay, I don't know what would have happened, but it's the reason why I chose what I chose, because I am here right now, this moment, doing what I'm doing. If the choices that you made in the past didn't lead you to a place or path that you wanted to be on, then it's time to forgive yourself. Because here's the truth, you are still alive and there's still plenty of time. And at this moment, you can choose something different, something better. It is never too late. It is never too late to choose the path that you truly want to walk on. And so as you are going through your own review of choices you've made in the past, whether good or bad, allow yourself to forgive yourself. I forgive myself for choosing the path of pain. I forgive myself for choosing to be with this person, knowing very well that they would hurt me and putting me through a cycle of pain. I forgive myself for taking this job, knowing that they don't value my expertise and my brilliance and my intelligence. I forgive myself for walking this path because fill it in. You know what choices you've made. Forgive yourself and let it go. When you do that, all those spokes coming out of that main timeline that is supposed to serve you, and I'm getting like it will break away and all your energy will be pulled back into the main timeline, which is what you want. All the energy will be pulled back into you. You're calling back your energy. You're calling back all of your power. Every single part of you that you have lost through the choices you've made in the past, you're calling it back to you as you forgive yourself. Now, after you do that, this is the second part that's coming in this week. And I mentioned this, at this moment, you're here now, you're still living, you're breathing. You get to choose something different. So then the question is, what do you want to choose? What kind of life do you want to live? What kind of life do you want to experience? Who do you want to become? Who are you truly? And if all these questions baffle you, like, I don't even know where to start. Let's start here. What brings me the most joy? Singing. Oh, okay. Well, I can start there. I can start singing. I can start using my voice to sing, which Mercury really will support you in that, right? Using your voice, singing, expanding that throat chakra. What makes me happy? Writing. Oh, okay. I can start there. I can start journaling. Oh, there's a story that I always wanted to write. Okay, I'm going to dive into that and see what I can write down. So you start with what brings me the most joy, what lights me up, and then go from there. Now, Mercury is really going to be highlighting how we communicate in the areas of, as we're transforming, who we are right now is definitely who we were at the beginning of this year. We've went through so much transformation. We're continuing to all the way through next year, right? Where do you want to, where in your life are you being called to expand, and how will you communicate that? In your relationships, are you communicating from your heart, from your truth, from a place of authenticity, from a place of your soul essence? All of this will be highlighted this week. There's a lot of planets in retrograde. Now you might think, oh my gosh, retrograde, all these planets, that means it's going to be chaos. No, I see retrogrades as cosmic siesta, because I get to slow down and actually reevaluate things. And this is why this is coming in the choices matter, or choices you made in the past and how it's affecting you right now, forgiving yourself, letting it go, choosing something new, something better. You're never powerless. That's another thing that's coming in. You're not powerless in all of this. We humans have the power of choice. At any given moment, we can choose something different, and we will be supported in that, so far as it is in alignment with your true essence. So what do I mean by that? You can choose, let's say someone opened up a bakery, and you're like, and they're being successful and they're happy, and you're in a place like, oh my gosh, I just want to be happy. And you see this person, you're like, okay, maybe if I open a bakery too and start baking, maybe I will be happy. And so you choose to do that. Now that choice might not be in alignment with what your soul wants to do. So it's still not going to bring you joy. This is why it's important to ask yourself what lights you up, what brings you joy, and then you choose that. Now, that's where you get that support that allows you to move forward with ease and grace, right? So I think I shared this before, but at the beginning of the year, with my words, again, Mercury, now I'm a Virgo, so Mercury is my planet. This is natural for me. Communication, writing, anything that has to do with that, electronics, technology, I'm all into that, right? But at the beginning of the year, I chose to step and align with my North Node. And just those simple words, it was just a simple words, but I chose to align and step with my North Node, which is in Gemini, another sign whose planet is what? Mercury, right? And Gemini is about collaboration. It's about writing. It's about communication. It's about really getting to, networking, getting to know people, having fun, like socializing. And I've been doing what I've been aligned to before then was my South Node, which is in Sagittarius, being the mystic, I should say, right? Traveling my own spiritual path, the adventurer, like daydreaming about traveling everywhere by myself, right? I love being by myself. I have no problem with that. That's from my Sagittarius. But my North Node, being Gemini, is like, you've lived many lifetimes doing that. It's time to bring people in. Let's get to know new people. Let's mingle. Let's have fun. Let's hear other people's story. Let's network. Let's create. Let's collaborate. Let's write something. Let's talk, right? So it's like the opposite of what I'm used to. And so when I aligned, everything switched. I'm like, I'm kidding you not. Like, within a matter of days in my business, things completely changed. I started getting offers to be part of co-authored books, publishing stuff, being highlighted for my work, being able to be on summits where people can hear my voice or can see me communicate, talking about my passion, talking about my work, talking about how what I'm here to do, my soul path, all of that started coming in, and that felt good. And that's how you know you've chosen something that is in alignment with you, is because it feels good and it feels effortless and it feels natural. It might even feel too simple for you because that's your genius zone. And you might be like, there's no way I can make money doing that. It's like a hobby because I have too much fun doing that. Now, who says that you cannot make money doing something that you absolutely love? If anything, let this year teach you that. I think this year is teaching a lot of people that, right? So start there. We're going through a process of review, the choices that we've made in the past, how it has influenced us, allowing ourselves to, show gratitude for the choices that supported us and helped us thrive and grow and expand, and the choices that limited us and held us back, allowing us to forgive ourselves for choosing those, but also trusting that we chose those for a reason, because all those choices made us who we are right now. And then after that, stepping into, if that's not the choice I wanted, what do I really want? What lights me up? What brings me joy? And then choosing that, aligning with that, call in your support and your guides, both physical and spiritual support, and then flow with that moving forward. That's it. That's like it came in like so clear about how to work with the energy of this week. So I can go on and on, but we'll leave it there. I feel like that is good. So now with that said, let's go ahead and move to the messages for this week. So this week, the 2 cards that came in, or the decks that I'm working with, is the Work Your Light Oracle cards, as well as the Soul Truth, because each of you, there's a soul truth that needs to be contemplated this week. So I'm going to be sharing both of them. But let's go ahead and begin with the Work Your Light Oracle card. So let me go ahead and drink some water. But if you haven't yet, go ahead and take in a deep breath in, exhale, and ask yourself, which of these messages are for me, for my highest good, or are here to guide me? Which of these messages are the answers to my prayer? 1, 2, or 3. And breathe as you receive your number. At the same time, see this beautiful pillar of light coming down from above, through your head, through your third eye, going through your throat, anchoring into your heart and within your heart. See, sense, or feel this light expand into either a sun or a star, just exploding out. And allow the pillar of light to continue down, moving through your torso, your stomach, your legs, out through your feet. Let it go through the layers of the earth and let it anchor into the center of Mama Earth, or the womb of Mama Earth, and really feel her hold you here. Now, this is key here. This is another potent energy that you can work with this week. Mama Earth's energy, envisioning you are in the arms of the Divine Mother as she embraces you with that unconditional love, supporting you, helping you heal and release whatever needs to be healed and released. Feel yourself strong, anchored into the earth and connected to the heavens with the pillar of light. And when you're ready, open your eyes and receive the message for the week, your message for the week. Okay, so if you're drawn to card number 1, the card that came in for you is Starseed, and it said, what lights you up, right? What lights you up, right here. Beautiful card. That's very interesting, because this is something that has really awakened within me especially this week. It seems like every documentary that I'm drawn to has to do with star seeds and hybrids and aliens and the planets and the cosmos, right? All the messages, like, they're all tied together. So if you're drawn to card number 1, I won't be surprised if you are a star seed, which means your soul is not of the earth, right? Your soul is from a different planet, right? That's something I can go into later. And so this card is asking you this week, what lights you up? To really pay attention to this question here. Here's the message. Star seeds are souls with double mission. By the way, I'm a star seed, if you didn't know. To raise their own consciousness and the consciousness of the planet. They are old souls who have incarnated elsewhere beyond this planet. Many starseeds arrive with a feeling that time is running out and that there is something that they came here to do or create or contribute. If you are drawn to this card, it is to confirm that you are a starseed and you are being encouraged to answer the call, to follow what lights you up. Once awake, most starseed souls find it hard to have meaningless conversations, jobs, and relationships. They innately know that there is much more to life and feel that there is something more and get to work. They remain restless until they step into their calling, which is to light up the world with their unique presence. Starseeds are scattered all over the planet in hospitals and schools, in slums and mansions, on stages and in edit suits, in parks and nightclubs, in taxis and theme parks. Many starseeds spend parts of their lives trying to fit in or in some form of spiritual closet. If you are dimming your light to fit in, it is time that you stop and start embracing the unique light that you came here to share, and treat your time on earth like a glorious vacation, because it is. Once this lifetime is over and you go back to your soul planet, you're going to look back and be like, oh my gosh, I remember that time when things really got hard and I felt stuck. Like I was just going to be stuck here on this planet. I had no idea what the solution was, but now I see. Now I can see everything clearly. But let's focus here. If you're drawn to this card, contemplate on this question. This is very important for you this week to step into. What lights me up? I want you to grab a piece of paper and I want you to start listing everything that brings you joy, everything that lights you up. And then go from there. Each day I want you to choose one thing, or maybe each week, choose one thing that you can do that day or that week. Because the more you feel lit up, the more joy you have in your soul, the brighter you're going to shine, and the more magnetic you're going to be for the things that need to come in and support you so that you can do the work that you came here to do. So that is card number 1, Starseeds. Okay, I'm going to do it this way. Okay. And if you're drawn to card number 1, your soul truth, this is the card that came in. What excuses am I making right now? So you're being asked to basically focus on what lights you up. And now the universe is like, I know you're going to be making excuses. I know you're going to be like, there's no way I can have, make money crocheting, or there's no way I can make money writing, or there's no way I can make money creating music that bring joy to people, right? Or whatever it is. What excuses are you making? Pay attention to the excuses that are coming up as you're making this list. And here's your message. No more waiting. Stop the excuses. I added that part. No more waiting. There will never be a good enough time. The time is now. No more waiting. There will never be a good enough time. The time is right now. So here's your soul action for this week. If it's important enough to you, you will find a way. I'm going to repeat this. If it is important enough for you, you will find the way. Today, make a decision and do it, even if you don't feel ready. Listen to your heart. You will be led. Beautiful. So that's your soul action for this week if you're drawn to card number 1. Now let's move on to card number 2. If you were called to card number 2, your card is the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. This is not the first time you've done this. You've done this numerous of times. You came back to this planet to help others through it. You've done this, okay? Your soul knows this. So here's the message. Mystics and sages throughout the ages have predicted this period in history. and you decided to incarnate in the middle of it, there is no mistake that you are supposed to be here at this time of great change. If you ever feel unprepared or daunted by the path that is calling you, know this: you've been training for this for lifetimes. This will be a great mantra for you, by the way. I've been training for this for lifetimes. I've done this before. I've been here. I know what I'm doing. I am supported, right? You are way more than the days that have breathed through you in this life. You are also all of the lifetimes that came before. All of these experiences have polished your soul into the most magnificent expression that is your authentic self. Your soul has many facets. Imagine a fingerprint. Your soul is a million times more intricate than that. If you put together all of the fingerprints of all of the people you've been, you would not even get close to fathoming how much of a unique masterpiece you are. You came in with a clear soul plan. You came in with wisdom beyond your years. This is the part of you that longs to be seen. This is the part of you that is ready to step forward. That is ready to emerge. This is not the lifetime to stay hidden. If you're noticing, you're really being called out strongly, right? And the sooner you get on that, the easier things will be. I mean, you know you need to get on that path. You feel good when you're on that path. Stop fighting it. Get on it. This is not a lifetime to stay hidden, but to step forth and be seen and rise. So here's the thing. I want you to place your hand on your heart with me and receive this light activation that comes with this card. I call forth the soul gifts and soul training that I have received throughout all of my lifetimes. I am ready to embody them all. I am ready to embody them all, now without hesitation and without fear. I have been training for this for lifetimes. I call forth the soul gifts and soul training that I have received throughout all of my lifetimes. I am ready to embody them all now without hesitation and without fear. I have been training for this for lifetimes. So, your soul truth to contemplate on this week, if you're drawn to card number 2, am I in my head or in my heart? Am I in my head or in my heart? As you are stepping into, your path, as you are choosing to be seen, to be heard, for your light to shine brighter. Now pay attention. Are you doing that from your head or are you doing that from your heart? Drop into your heart. So here's your message with this soul truth. What is the quality of your self-talk? Our brain is like a muscle. If we condition it daily, the fears and limitations will take over. Mastering our thoughts is about being the creator of our own life. Where your head meets your heart is where miracles happen. So, this is kind of like something I share with my clients or the people that I work with when it comes to moving from that mind or understanding your mind. The mind is not a villain here. Okay, the mind is not a bad thing. The mind is the reality of things. The mind allows you to see the reality of things. It's kind of like what grounds you, right? Otherwise, we would be floating around in a spiritual realm. When the mind is bored, it likes to take over and kind of just do everything. And when you don't work with your mind in a conscious way, it can also do that too. So I usually tell my clients that when they're trying to do something that is so, like that's something they need to do, and they get in all these doubts and all these mind talk, this negative talk, like, who are you to think you should do this? You can do this. There's no way you can do this. What is this? Step into reality. Whatever comes into your mind that kind of tries to beat you down, you stop your mind and you say, hey, I get it. I get it. You're trying to protect me here. And that's one of the jobs of the mind, to make sure that you are safe. That's why every time you're trying to try something new, it pops in to try to stop you, because it doesn't know what's going to happen. And so the mind is almost like a child. You need to soothe it. You need to let it know you're okay, that both of you are going to be okay, right? And so you just stop the mind and be like, hey, I get it. You're trying to protect me. I get it. But here's the thing. We need to move forward. So we're going to take this step and we're going to be okay. Look at all the support we have around us. We're going to be okay. So chill. And better yet, give your mind something to do. So you can say, okay, mind, go find a solution for this. Go find a way we can make this happen. And go find a way we can make money, through crocheting. Go find a solution, and it will. Like, you can assign something to your mind and it will stop being, the monkey brain. It will stop, it'll be more organized in a way. I don't know if that's the right word. So first you need to assure your mind that things will be okay. And then next, assign something to your mind that supports your goal. Okay. So here's the soul action if you're drawn to card number 2. Today, master your mind. Watch an inspiring video. Do some tapping. Read an empowering book. Or write out all the reasons why you believe in yourself and your dreams. I love this part. So for you, if you're drawn to card number 2, also grab a piece of paper and make a list of why you believe in yourself and your dreams. Why do you believe in yourself and your dreams? Or write out all the reasons why you believe in yourself and your dreams. Yesterday I was thinking, my husband was doing something, and I was thinking about what is the quickest way to help someone shift their mind or their consciousness. And one of the ways, in the mystery schools, we read a lot of channeled work. And if you haven't read a channeled work before, a channeled book, it challenges you on all levels, right? Especially it has a way of reprogramming your mind, right? So that you can remove that old belief. So in the mystery school, one of the paths that we walked on is called Kabbalah, or the path of Kabbalah. And Kabbalah is about the study of the mind and removing the beliefs and the programming. So if you read books about Kabbalah or the Kabbalist, what is the name of that book? I just had it in my, I think it's called the Kabbalist. But there's a lot of different books about Kabbalah. If you're able to get a book like that and start reading it, I mean, it would be amazing if you're able to finish that book, like in a day or even in a month. They're the type of books that allow you to kind of chew little bits at a time. And as you chew, a little bit, and you stop and you contemplate on it, it begins to shift the way you think, which affects the way you do things. It affects the way you experience things. I mean, it's powerful here. So if you're really serious about really mastering your mind, look into channeled books that, especially books about Kabbalah. Better yet, if you know a teacher who teaches Kabbalah, sign up for that, because it's all about mastering your mind. It is incredible. So yeah, okay. So that's card number 2. Again, your soul action for this week is to watch an inspiring video, do some tapping, read an empowering book. And this is the most important part. I want you to also grab a piece of paper and write down all the reasons why you believe in yourself and your dreams. I love that one. All right. So if you are drawn to card number 2, put this back. If you're drawn to card number 3, there we go. Your card is Trust the Niggle. I love this card. I don't know, maybe it's the niggle. It reminds me of like an English word, trust niggle, right? What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? So if you're drawn to card number 3, and I love this card because really look at it. You have that soul essence in the center, and then you kind of have like, this is kind of like how I see it. You have the real, like the real reality of what is going on around her. But all of them have the hands on the stomach or the solar plexus. And so for them, that's where the niggle is your intuition. You know, where your feeling center, trust in your intuition. So they all have their hands there, and they're tuning into themselves, and they're listening to that inner voice, that inner intuitive self, right? So for you, this is kind of like what you're being asked to do. As chaos continue to swirl around you, everything looks like it's just going crazy right now. You're being asked to drop in and listen to that small silent voice. Hopefully it's not small and silent anymore. Hopefully it's very loud so we can hear it nice and clear, right? But tune in and start listening to that inner self. If the news is telling you something that is creating anxiety and fear, tune out of that and tune back into yourself and ask the question, am I safe? Am I secure? And receive the answer, right? So here is your message if you're drawn to card number 3. It is like so warm here. So I am hydrating myself. That niggling feeling, that annoying niggling feeling and the best dollops of stubbornness, ego, and post-rationalization to numb them out. It's exhausting. And until you face the niggle, life just throws you more bait to awaken it, to draw you is the intuitive one. Did you hear that? The body is the intuitive one, working through our senses to deliver vibrational information. It takes just a moment every day to scan your body to receive the intuitive intelligence and act on it quickly. You are being called to face the niggle now. If you don't face it, the universe will throw something much bigger and more obvious in your path. And then you will likely regret that you didn't answer the niggle in the first place. I know it's scary, but you are safe. Answer the niggle now. So what is that niggling feeling trying to tell you? So for you, if you're drawn to card number 3, dropping into yourself and really listening to that voice within, asking the question, what is it that I need to focus on? What have I not been listening to? You notice something that you've been hearing like, hey, you need to do this. Hey, you should do this. Hey, you should do this. And you keep ignoring it, right? Hopefully now it's louder than ever. You're being asked to step into that or do it and know that it is safe for you to do it. But also the other part to this is trusting your body's intuition. Usually we wait till there's something wrong. We wait till something doesn't feel good in our bodies. Then we go in there and try to go figure out. But if we had listened to our body's intuition in the first place, we wouldn't be where we are right now, right? So the other part to this, if you're drawn to card number 3, is to start listening to what your body wants from you. What kind of foods does your body want to eat? What type of foods are your body trying to tell you not to eat? Is your body telling you to move your body at this time? Is your body telling you to dance, to maybe stretch? What is your body asking you to do? Start listening to it and start doing that. Okay. So your soul, if you're drawn to card number 3, your soul truth question to contemplate on this week is, am I focused on what I am losing or gaining? Am I focused on what I am losing or gaining? Here's the message. Are you going through some change? Are you scared to let go because of what you might lose? What if you shifted your focus from what you might lose to what you might gain? This is powerful. Endings are actually new beginnings. So shift your focus from what you might lose if you change whatever needs to be changed, into focusing on what you will gain from the change. And here's your soul action for the week. So also pull up a piece of paper and make a list of all the things that you will gain from the change you are going through. And really feel this from your heart. I want you to take a deep breath in here and deepen into the trust. Really feel it and write it down. What will you gain from the changes you're going through at this moment? What will you gain from losing that weight? What will you gain from starting to dance every day? What will you gain from writing or journaling every day? What will you gain from connecting with that person you've always wanted to talk with? What would you gain from traveling to that place that you've always wanted to travel to? What will you gain from leaving that job that does not see your potential to doing the other one that really brings you joy? Write it all down. Amazing things are coming. Amazing things are coming for you. Beautiful. So with that said, let's go ahead and dive into the meditation. Taking a deep, deep breath in and out. Close your eyes. Get centered. And find a comfortable space to just sit or lay down. Place your one hand on your heart and the other on your womb. And connect back to your heart and see that star or the sun that is radiating out. I want you to bring your awareness also to Mother Earth's embracing you. And feeling secure and safe in her embrace. And at this time, I want you to envision, sense, or feel this beautiful golden egg coming down from above. And it's made of light. It looks like it's shaped like an egg. And allow this golden egg to come down and just kind of form around you. So now you stand in the center of the golden egg. This golden light egg is in the frequency of the angels, so that you can feel secured and safe on your path. So you can feel secure and safe as you make those changes. So that you can feel secure and safe as you gain power over your mind. As you review the choices, forgive yourself, release, and make new choices. As you decide to step into your light and shine brighter and rise and thrive. As you decide to do something different, you are safe. And around you, you can see your angels begin to emerge with your wings wide open, creating a beautiful circle of angelic presence around you. Feel their support. Feel their unconditional love for you. Keep breathing. And at this point, I see one specific angel who is assigned to you at this moment to guide and work with you. And he or she steps forward, places one finger or one, I see like the two fingers on your third eye and then a hand on your heart, connecting your mind with your heart with his or hers. And as you are linked, you begin to receive information from this angel, archangel, or guide. I'm seeing as an angel, but it could be even an ascended master. It could be, an ancestor. It's a guide who's coming in to help you through these times. So whoever shows up is who you are working with. So breathe here and receive what is coming through. Receive the messages coming through, being downloaded into you. Taking a deep breath in and out. Beautiful. Go ahead and receive your blessings from your angelic circle around you. Feel their love flowing into you. Feel their light flowing into you. Strengthening you, giving you courage and confidence to do what needs to be done. And see your higher self drop into you from above. Breathe in here, receiving him or her completely. Thanking him or her for her presence within you. And ask him or her to guide your way, to see through your eyes, to hear through your ears, to smell through your nose, to feel through your skin, to be your guide, to be your eyes, to walk in front of you. Breathe. And go ahead and thank all of them for showing up for you at this time, this powerful time of transformation and change. Whatever you need to ask them, go ahead and ask them at this time. If you need them to smooth things out for you, go ahead and ask them. If you need all this change and transformation to be more in flow and easeful, go ahead and ask them. If you need the process to be, if you need the process to be graceful, go ahead and ask them. Whatever you need, ask them at this time. Here's something that is coming through, and it's something that I learned earlier this week too, or this weekend I should say. We can choose to not suffer anymore. We can choose to end the pain cycle. We can choose to end the cycle of grief and loss as well. So at this time, if you have been in such cycle, go ahead and just give it to them. Choose to end those cycles now and choose to be happy, to be joyful, to be in flow, to be passionate, whatever it is that you want to choose. Beautiful. And go ahead and thank all of them for showing up for you, continuing to work with you through these times. Thank you, Divine Mother. Thank you, Divine Father, for this. Thank you, beautiful higher self, for showing up for us. We ask that you continue to guide us through this week so that we can harness this energy for the benefit of for our own benefit, for the benefit of our community, and for the benefit of the world. Sending blessings out to every human on this planet who needs it. Blessings of joy, blessings of strength and confidence, and blessings of security and safety. Asking the angels to go to anyone who needs them at this time, to be with them. Thank you, thank you, thank you for this, and thank you for all things. So be it, and so it is. Beautiful. Taking a deep breath in, gathering all that energy, Bring it into the here and now. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Be in the here and now, fully present, confident, strong, fearless, happy, joyful, thriving. So much blessings to you, beloved. And thank you all for receiving this week's energy forecast. I would love to hear how this forecast resonated with you. And if you have any questions about anything that I shared, any of the exercises of the meditation, please reach out to me. You can find me on my free Facebook group, which is called Moon Goddess Sacred Sanctum. Or you can find me on Facebook with my name, Abigail Mensah-Bonsu. And just send me your inquiries, or you can also comment underneath this video. And so much blessings for you this week. And until next time, have a fabulous week.